My fiancé called me a woke whore and left me for his mom. Last December, my fiancé, M25, and I, F23, became engaged. The engagement itself was very unexpected and felt very sudden, as we had only been dating for 2 years since. However, I accepted as I love him, and I couldn't imagine a future without him in it. Since our engagement, we've had several wedding-related conversations, and I've expressed to him numerous times that I would like to keep my maiden name and not adopt his. The reason for this is that my parents never had any sons, and I am an only child. I want to carry on the family name for my parents, and I want my children to have the choice of which last name they want to go by and/or both. I've expressed all of this to my fiancé, and he complied and reassured me that he was okay with my decision on the matter. As the wedding draws closer, I received a call from the cake planner last night regarding our cake, which we had met with him and designed a few weeks prior. He informed us that he had a sample prepared for us to come and see, so we drove there the next morning to sample it. Needless to say, I was a bit shocked when he pulled out the cake, which had the words Mr. and Mrs. Smith, my husband's last name, printed on top. Thinking it was an accident, though I had strictly told him just to write Mr. and Mrs. on the cake, I asked him to correct it for the final wedding cake for our wedding, which was in 2 weeks. He informed me that my fiancé had called him yesterday morning and had asked him to include Smith on top, along with the previous initials. On the car ride home, my fiancé informed me that he was not comfortable with me keeping my last name and that he had had a conversation with his mother 2 days prior, in which she informed him it was feminine, weak, and woke for him to comply to my wishes, and that he was signing himself up for an abusive marriage. Talking with the rest of the wedding planning staff, I found out he also instructed that the table centerpieces, official handouts, etc. all be changed to have Mrs. and Mr. Smith on them instead of our separate last names, with the help from his mother. After our argument, I informed him that I would call off the wedding if he did not comply with my wishes, and that I didn't want his mother attending our wedding ceremony either way. He moved out and refuses to talk to me since. AITA update. Yesterday evening, I made the decision to text my fiancé and call off the wedding. I texted him the following message. Hey, I just wanted to let you know that the wedding is off. Please inform your relatives/friends that the only Mrs. Smith they will find standing near the aisle will be your mom. I will mail back your ring to your mother's address, but please do not get in touch with me after this, or this woke whore will take your sorry ass to court. To which he responded with a long profession of his love, including several "I didn't mean it" as well as "was an accident." I left this message on read and comfortably blocked his number. However, I didn't expect to receive a call from his mother an hour later, who ran her mouth at me over the phone and called me a crazy bitch and informed me that she was going to make my life a living hell for what I did to her son. I already made plans to change my lock and install a front porch camera, but should I be doing anything else to protect myself? I am also receiving nasty messages from my ex-fiancé's friends, threatening me for my decision. I will plan to donate any/all food to a nearby homeless shelter, and I like another user's idea to contact the baker and have the lettering changed to woke whore instead. I will also contact any of my own friends/family about the cancellation and give my best explanation, as well as canceling the venue, photographer, etc. Thank you all. Update 2. My ex-fiancé's mom just now texted me, informing me that my fiancé had been cheating with a girl from his high school during the entire length of our relationship. In her text, she included several suggestive screenshots of conversations my fiancé and said girl had together. I left her on read. My self-esteem is crushed. Everything else was just the icing for this massive slice of shit cake. I have never felt more confused, used, broken, and betrayed as I do right now. I feel so physically sick I want to die.